I am so excited to introduce to you a local The Voice contestant. You know, NBC's The Voice. Her name is Eva Ullmann. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
And you're from the Ponte Vedra Beach area. So we're
Yes.
so excited to be able to cheer you along. And just so everyone knows, if you didn't get to see the show, you're Team Blake. But let's
Yes.
talk a little bit real quickly about your favorite genre or,
Yeah.
because he turned around for you. But is country really where you're kind of headed?
So, no. Love Blake. I love being on his team, but I'm definitely not a country musician. I grew up listening to pop music, living, breathing, eating pop music. And as I've kind of developed as a singer, I've kind of gone into a pop R&B lane, and that's really where I'm most comfortable singing and writing songs. I was, raised on the likes of early Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift, and Ariana Grande is like my favorite musician of all time. Christina Aguilera, so definitely not a country artist, but it's kind of cool being one of the only pop musicians on Blake's team. I gotta say.
Yeah, I'm sure that's so cool.
Yeah.
You, again, you're from our area and you got into music at a pretty young age, but before that, you were really into ballet until you got a diagnosis. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was a ballerina for about 12 years. I started super young, went all the way up until like right at the beginning of middle school. And my ballet teacher actually one day was like, hey, let me look at your spine really fast. And I ended up going to the doctor and getting diagnosed with scoliosis, which ended up being a little more serious than we expected. I had to go to a bunch of different doctor's appointments, a lot of x-rays happened. And basically, I found out that I had pretty moderate to severe scoliosis and that I need to wear a back brace at night. And I wore a back brace for a couple of years. Luckily, I did not need surgery, but ballet is a lot of you use your back a lot, when you're doing
Demanding.
arabesque or when you're leaning back, and I just couldn't really do that anymore. So when dancing stopped, I was eager to get into another form of activity. Ended up swimming for a couple of years because it helps the joints.
Yeah.
But I'm allergic to chlorine, so that's super cool.
What?
Yeah, I swear the universe was like, girl, just do music. Because I was doing music throughout all of that. I started doing music when I was a dancer and then continued it throughout swimming and everything. And when I found out about the chlorine thing, I was like, I love music anyway. Like, I'm just going to throw my heart and soul into that. And I've never stopped. So,
And aren't you glad you did? How cool
oh,
is that? So
yeah.
in 2019, you actually had a 6-song EP release. It was called Youth. Tell us what kind of made those songs come about.
Yeah, so I was going through high school, and high school is a weird time to be
Mhm.
alive. There's a lot of heartbreak and chaos and drama, and you're kind of discovering who you are, but in a little bit of a tense environment. High school can be a bit of a pressure cooker, so I ended up writing Youth just kind of about those experiences of falling into love or crushes or whatever you want to call it, and meeting
Right.
new friends and kind of like discovering who I was and kind of going through the chaos of high school. And that EP is very special to me. I've actually released another one. I just released my second EP called Renaissance in June, I believe. And it's like my child. I'm so proud of it. And that
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And that one's more about I ended up going to college and I went abroad my first semester of college. I lived in Italy and I traveled the world, and I went through a really big heartbreak right before that and went through a lot of family drama and family illness, and that's just all about kind of going through that process and finally kind of growing up. And I wanted to kind of do like the youth to renaissance progression of being really
Perfect.
young and then kind of like that changing period that you get in college where I don't know if I'm an adult yet, but I'm definitely well on my way. So it's kind of like that transformation period.
Well, I'm so glad we got to know you a little bit more,
Yeah.
but I do have to ask,
Yes.
what is next for you in the competition?
Yes, so you've seen my blind audition, which was so exciting, and maybe the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, and I will never stop talking about it. But what's next is the battle round. So I will be teamed up against someone from my team, and we're gonna sing a duet, and we're gonna battle it out and see who wins. That's what's
Well,
next.
good luck with everything. Congratulations on your success thus far.
Thank you
And we
so
hope
much.
to see you again on our
I
show.
hope so too. Fingers crossed.
And where can people follow you first before we go?
Yes, so I primarily use Instagram and TikTok. My handle is at _Eva_diva on both.
Oh, I love the name. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much again. Break
Thank
a leg. And if
you.
you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.